you just want to help people have a better quality of life, and to save this beautiful planet, and to leave a legacy for our children.
Just a little taster of what is coming up on the show. But first, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel, and also tell your friends and family about this podcast. Please let us know in the comments if you would like to hear any particular topic in relation to sleep or health, and I will create a show especially for you, just for asking the question. So let's get on with the show. So today, Janette, we are going to be talking about, you're going to bring us through 10 tips, easy tips that people can use in their everyday life that will help get them back on track. And I had a look through your tips. I think what's super about them is they're really easy and simple, because we don't want things complicated, because we want to make them as easy as possible so that we will keep doing these things to keep us in good health. So moving along, I love this one. My favorite tip number 6, sleep. Get enough.
Oh, yes.
If your hormones get out of balance, they cause stress and aging. Yeah, this is all about balancing the hormones, and especially in midlife as well. We want to keep those hormones balanced. So talk to us about sleep, Janette. Why do you love that one?
Well, if I think back when I was, I had twins, like it's nearly 21 years ago, and I decided to breastfeed them. I got this, kind of like feeling this is what I needed to do. I didn't know that in the end that breast milk has got a certain, it's called sialic acid, which is great for brain development. I just knew instinctively. But I mean, with twins, I never got any sleep.
Yeah.
So I was beside myself. So I had to find a method. So I did train myself as years went by. But as you know, I have a sister who suffered from severe night terrors.
In the past, yeah.
Yeah, for 20 years.
We have a podcast about
Yes.
that, Linda, How PSiO Saved My Life. That's the name of the podcast, How PSiO Saved My Life, PSiO. So check that one out, and I'll put a link in the show notes actually about that one, Janette.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
it was about we are living in times where we're literally kidnapped by our brains, and we're stressed all of the time, but we've gotten used to the stress.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the night, I would wake up feeling the world was going to come to an end. Everything's really concentrated. And I'd be absolutely like, my heart would be beating, worried about this, worried about that. And it's about stopping the brain chatter. And there's methods to do it, and all about it, because there's people lying at night, and especially since COVID, and they're literally petrified. Yeah. And they wake up the next day. So like my sister, when she got her night terror, her body was full of adrenaline, and she spent the entire night just trying to calm herself down. But the good news is that she's better.
Yeah.
That's another story. Yeah.
I love that story, Janette, and I really do encourage people to watch that podcast. I think it's only a very short one, 15 minutes long, but it's a very good podcast. Because she was losing herself with the want of sleep. And there are people that are desperate to sleep, because we can't survive without sleep. It has so many benefits, from our cognition, being mentally well, feeling good, and just enabling our body to work better. So when you're not sleeping well and on a continuous basis, it's just, we can't survive, we can't function, we just can't function. So it's absolutely a vital one. So I love what you said, and going back to breathing as well. One of the tools I use with people is breathing from the belly, because you're literally, again, the deep breathing, holding your hand on your belly and holding your hand on your heart, those 2 points, and breathing, because this brings the focus and awareness to those areas, and breathing really deep down to the belly, because you're literally telling your body, I am safe. And another tool, we could talk for an hour on this topic, right? Or all day. But another topic another tool that I really like to use is journaling, or writing down a to-do list, whatever, yes. Getting the stuff out of your head, your worries, your concerns, whatever it is, because you're storing it on a piece of paper, but it's out of your mind. Or if it's something you need to remember, it's going to be here on the piece of paper in the morning. So you're giving yourself permission not to be ruminating over it, or over and over. But journaling and writing is a really good thing to do. before you go to bed at nighttime as well. There's loads of other tips. But sleep is really vitally important, and it's one of those needs on Maslow's hierarchy of needs as well. Sleep, we can't survive without sleep. So
sleeping in a bedroom with clean air,
clean sheets,
and have yourself a nice purified glass of water before you go to bed. People don't do that because they think especially older people, they don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, but it's worth waking up in the middle of the night because going to sleep without some liquid is not good, because we're detoxing. Yeah,
a lot of people, one of the many reasons why people don't sleep well is dehydration. They're dehydrated.
Yeah,
because your body again is doing loads of work at nighttime, and it needs hydration to do its work optimally. It's the same with air. It needs to have an optimal amount of air. There's a lot of people who with sleep apnea, which is a medical condition, sleep apnea, and it's where there's a problem with the breathing, and it deprives the brain of oxygen. And this is why these people who are not sleeping well during the night, if they have sleep apnea, they might have brain fog in the morning time, and it has consequences on the brain health, physically, but also mentally, and that brain fog kind of feeling as well. So air, water, absolutely vital for a good night of sleep as well. So
and too much alcohol is absolutely drying you out, and that's something that I've reduced very much in my life, and that has helped enormously, because alcohol literally can just destroy your brain cells, and you're spending the entire night trying to kind of get rid of this poison out of your body, and the next day
it's a lot of people would have a nightcap. They like to have a nightcap, and again, it's habits. It's habits. But your body, like people say, I need to have a glass of wine before I go to bed to help me sleep, right? And you believe your thoughts. Again, back to the mindset. You really believe your thoughts. Now, yes, alcohol will knock you out maybe, or it will, but it sedates you. So it sedates everything about your nervous system, and even the sleep center, the whole sleep processes. So it actually fragments your sleep. You are not getting into the deep level of sleep that you need when there's alcohol in your system. And again, yes, the liver is at work trying to clear it out because it is toxin. And studies have shown that it does, it blocks your REM sleep, where you dream, that part, and that's very important for emotional health. So loads of reasons why not to drink alcohol. Now, it's all right having an odd one, but lots of studies show that it just does not work with sleep, and you can sleep better when you don't drink alcohol. So
we've actually abused something that was meant to be, a glass among friends, and to kind of give us a feeling of connection, and we've totally abused it. And in fact, there's a lot of junk alcohol out there. If you look at the alcohol and you look at the ingredients, you'll see
sugar.
Oh my God. So it's so accepted. And if you go into a supermarket, look at the rows and rows of alcohol. And and you do yourself a favor by cutting down and then choosing the really clean, alcohol that isn't full of chemicals. Again, read the labels.
Exactly.
And if you see all these chemical names, put it back on the shelf.
Exactly. Absolutely. Exactly. Things are not getting better out there, so we really do need to start taking things in our own hands and be responsible for ourselves, be responsible for our families. So,
thank you, Joanne.
Have a great day, and we'll chat to you soon. Take care.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.
I do hope you are enjoying these conversations, and to help me continue putting these videos and audio podcasts together, I do have an ask. I do need support to help me to keep bringing you knowledge and insights. There is a Patreon link, patreon.com/empowering family health, or you can make a donation via PayPal. All the links are in the description and the pinned comment. You can do a one-off, or you can do a monthly support. So I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Take care.